And I'm live, and I'm live. So I just realized that there was a mishap I should have wrote down in the chat about that we're going to talk about a movie today, just as soon as Jeffers gets here. If Jeffers gets here, but I'm pretty sure he will. Or if he doesn't, then it's no big deal. Right. Okay. So it's Thursday. Well, it's actually Friday for me now, but it was Thursday, and Thursday is usually dedicated to crafting something using my crafting skills, because I've actually got those. And lots of craft materials. So yeah. However, I've got a headache, and I shouldn't have done the however thing with the nodding of the head, because that was painful. But it's not that bad now. It was really bad earlier. It's only bad if I basically sit in certain positions. So fun! But I did do the watch-along thing with Jeffrey yesterday. We watched Jumping Jack Flash. I think that's what it's called. I don't know why, but the name just doesn't stick in my head at all. So yeah, we watched that, and that wasn't that bad. I wouldn't say that it would be particularly my kind of movie. It's very much a kind of like a spy movie without the actual spy stuff. You know, I kind of like the gadgets. So yawning is pissing me off. The gadgets and the and the twists and turns and all that stuff and things. But this was a very simple movie. So it was a very simple comedy movie. So yeah. But no, hey AJ, what is up, dude? I don't know if I already said hi, but I did now. So yeah. Have you seen Jumping Jack Flash? It's not necessarily weird. I will say that it's kind of a it wasn't a blockbuster. You know, there wasn't any like super elaborate, crazy sequences in it. So I got an itch on my leg. No, you haven't seen it. Oh, never mind. It's got Whoopi Goldberg in it, and it was released in 1986. 1986? I think it was 1986. But yeah, it's kind of a standard film. It's kind of an average film, and yeah, I'm saying all this stuff. I'm saying all the negative stuff, which isn't really that negative. Before Jeffrey gets it, in case Jeffrey absolutely loved the film, because I know he likes the film, but I'm not sure if he loves it or not. You know. Okay. The yawning thing is going to drive me nuts. If I'm doing that, then I'm quitting tonight. I'm just not gonna be on anymore for tonight. But yeah. But no, it's it stars Whoopi Goldberg in 1986, and she gets caught up in this kind of like weird spy plot, and it goes weird. You know, it all goes weird, but you got the Whoopi Goldbergness of it and stuff. Yeah, it's like I said, it's very average. The film's very average. It's nothing super special. I was expecting it to be kind of like, oh, I'll definitely remember this now for the rest of my life because this is one of those films that is like a forgotten gem, you know. But there's nothing in it that really stands out at all, apart from just Whoopi Goldberg herself. You know, it's like, yeah, it's weird. It's one of those films that it could be completely perfectly replicated, like now, and it would be fine. You know, a film that was set in the 80s that starred completely different people, but they could all do the exact same lines. No, it's fine. So I don't want to break my chair. Yeah, that could be set in the 80s with different casts, but the same characters. Um, and it would be just fine. You know, it's kind of like I said, it's nothing really that special. I will say the pacing. I said this while we were watching it. The pacing in it is. It's mostly okay, but there are parts in it that are like you just kind of want to see the next bit of action because there's so much 80s in the way, you know. You're distracted by all of the crap on her desk, her talking to herself in 80s talk, you know, um, her outfits, the very, very, very 80s outfits that Whoopi Goldberg was wearing. Oh my god, it was just like it's just like, can we get to the next scene? Can we just get to the next scene? Like I know what she's gonna say and stuff. This isn't any information that we need or anything. We're watching this just for the Whoopi Goldberg effect. But the thing is that although at the time this movie when this movie came out, Whoopi Goldberg was at her peak. You know, she was at peak Goldberg. um, I kind of feel like now, watching it now, you kind of know all of the Whoopi, you know, and there weren't any really good solid jokes in it. Like there was nothing that made me giggle. Apart from just the way people are acting in general, because it's just like, well, this isn't the way people act. This is what I mean. TV, because movie. There's a lot of because movie in this, and it was just But overall story pretty okay. It's fair enough. You know, it's fair enough. But yeah, it was more. We were more watching it for nostalgia purposes. You know, I paused it a couple of times just because we were watching very, very, very nostalgic shit happening from the 80s. And it was weird. But yeah, there are things in it. Oh my no, yawning. Stop it. There are things in it that I'm just kind of like, I do not. It's funny because phone booths, you know, that's funny. Um, they were a thing. They were everywhere. Um, yeah, there's weird set decoration as well. Her apartment set, and I'm pretty sure it is a set. Her apartment set is completely a mystery, and it's just because, ooh, quirky. She's got all of these ornaments of different stuff. She's got a hi-fi system, which at the time it looked like a pretty high-end hi-fi system, and a a decent sized TV again for the time. And this aside, that's incredible in the first place because, well, those things in the 80s, in 1986, expensive as fuck. Expensive as fuck, and then it's a fully decked out hi-fi system, and all of the ornaments and stuff, and for no reason. It's all there for no reason. It's never like explained that, oh, it's just part of her quirkiness. She likes this stuff, She likes random porcelain, like badly done porcelain dolls or whatever. It's never established. Anything in her apartment is never established as being something that she just likes or collects. There's something that happens at near to or at the end of the movie where she's actually playing with one of the little toys, because her desk at her workplace is like covered in the ornaments and the desk stuff, and it's like nobody else's. Absolutely nobody else's. It's like, well, oh, look at her. She's got a personality. She's the only one with personality, And it's like, all right. But we've seen the other characters. We've seen the people that she works with. They all have their own personalities, And they, granted, some of them do get out stuff and start putting it on their desks, but she's the only one that seems to have it on her desk all the time. Just all of this crap in her workspace, and it's like, okay, it's just never established. Yeah. And I watched the trailer for this, and there's a giant toothbrush. She's warding somebody off with a giant toothbrush, and it's like, wonder what the significance of the giant toothbrush is. Watched the movie, saw the scene. She just picks up a giant toothbrush from somewhere, does the thing in the trailer, and then basically chucks the toothbrush away. This giant toothbrush. And it's like, why is there a giant toothbrush? Where was this a thing? Where did she get this giant toothbrush? I have questions. I have so many questions about this movie. It's just confusing. Hi, Panda Fox. I don't know if I already said that. Sorry. Pato Barrios says, "What your name, Tubbs?" It's Tubbs. You just said it. It's right there. Right. You wrote it down in capital letters as well. And I don't want to be like a grammar Nazi or whatever that is supposed to be called, a capitalization Nazi. I don't know, but yeah, I do prefer if my name is in all caps. That's a weird narcissistic thing to say, I know, but it's just a thing. It doesn't look right in not all caps, It's actually an un-narcissistic thing, because I don't think that any letter should be more important than the other. In my name, it's a crazy thing. It's a crazy thing. Okay, I'm just nuts. But my name in all caps, that's how it's supposed to be. So yeah, that's my name. I've actually got I've got two first names, and I don't mean like you say one then the other. I mean that I've got two separate first names, because I've got my Irish one and I've got my English one. So yeah, but The only people who call me by um, my Irish name are my friends, and the only people who call me by my English name are my family. It's a thing. But actually, I kind of like Tubbs better because my both of my both of my first names are actually boring as fuck, and everybody seems to have them. Although it's not Chris. I seem to know a lot of Chris's. There's just so many Chris's. I'm sorry to my two of my best buddies who are called Chris. I'm so sorry, but you got a basic bitch name. So many Chris's. So yeah, but you got it. So you got it right. It's just Tubbs. AJ says, "Can I give you ideas for flannel bloating video?" I was actually going to film it today, but like I said, I've had a headache and I've been getting over whatever weird cold thing that I've had for the past couple of days. I don't know what's been going on there. So yeah, I probably will film the video, the pudding eating bloating video tomorrow. But you can't give me funnel bloating ideas. But that's not until next week. Funnel week is next week, as well as padding week. So funnel and padding week are next week. So yeah, I mean, you can't give me ideas, but who knows? I might have already done them already. Angel Delight. That's what I was going to do. It was going to be an Angel Delight bloat, wasn't it? That was the one that I was going to film today. So yeah, plus maybe chocolate custard, plus maybe frozen blueberries, because why not? But yeah. So Jumping Jack Flash. There was a lot of people in that movie as well that I straight up figured out their characters just completely, because why not? But yeah. So I got something on my face. Weird. Yeah. Yeah. There's so many 80s actors. Just so many 80s actors, including the guy at the spy at the end, who I recognized immediately, who hasn't aged he hasn't aged well. Who hasn't aged well because it's the Sparrow from Game of Thrones. And he's been in a bunch of other stuff as well, but yeah, I mainly recognize him as the Sparrow from Game of Thrones. But yeah. I know it's a movie, and I know it's Whoopi Goldberg as well, but Jesus Christ, does she overreact to shit? You know? I'm trying to think of other things to say about the movie, but I can't think of anything unless Jeffrey brings them up. But Jeffrey's absent for some reason. I don't know where he is tonight. Maybe I'll warm him out by watching that thing. Because we watched it yesterday. That's why there was no live stream yesterday after the art stream, because we were actually watching the movie. So yeah. How about the Incredibles one? What about the Incredibles? What about the Incredibles? Panafox says he will show up, probably late. Yeah. Panafox, have you seen Jumping Jack Flash? Yeah. Have you seen that movie? Me and Jeffrey watched it basically all of last night. Seriously, we were up until like 6 a.m. my time. Just watching the movie over on live stream. We watched it on live stream on Discord. But yeah, I think we're doing the Stargate thing next week. But yeah, my computer didn't have a problem streaming Amazon Prime stuff over Discord like straight away. It streamed something over Discord. That was weird. Like instantly. I won't be able to broadcast it on YouTube because it just doesn't work that way. AJ, what are you talking about when you said the how about the Incredibles one? I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, I saw you two watching it, but sadly I've been fucking exhausted for the past few days, so I didn't get a chance to watch it. I sucked at... Well, no, I was only asking if you have seen the movie. I wasn't saying, oh, you're a terrible person because you didn't get to see it. Where did I say that? I just asked if you'd seen the movie. Because maybe somebody else can provide valuable insights into the movie. I've got nothing, you know. I've got nothing else to say about it. It's just, yeah. Had the squeaky voiced woman. That seems to be in every 80s movie after 85. She seems to be in every single. You know, she's got the squeaky New York accent. You know. I'm trying to think of something else that she was in, but literally anything that was made in from 1985 to 1988 or something. She seems to be in all of those movies. So yeah, and the camera loved her. The camera was always, you know, it was always a person shot, you know, of her whenever she was on screen. It was crazy. I'm gonna have to go do some research on the movie. No, well, the point was for the watching Wednesdays or whatever we want to call them, is that you've got until that point to watch the movie, you know, and then we all watch the movie either separately or together, and then on Wednesday we talk about it. But the thing is that I wasn't able to do a live stream yesterday because we spent all of the time talking about it whilst we were watching the movie. So yeah, so you missed the Jumping Jack Flash one, and I don't know what we're going to do next. Like I said, I kind of unless there's better suggestions, the default is we're gonna try to go through all of the Star Trek, not the Star Treks, the Stargates. Because I did try to do the Star Treks thing, but not a lot of people are interested in that. And Stargate is kind of painful to watch the first few seasons of, but it's actually really good. It gets really good after the first season. I'd say after the fourth season, it's amazing, but I'm not going to talk about it yet. I did realize something that I can do right now, because I actually have the butane gas in it. I can refill my lighters while I'm talking to you guys, because, well, like I said, I don't really have anything. I'm done with the talkings. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. I've been watching Parks and Recreation, and I'm on season 5, I think. Yeah, I'm on like the first episode of season 5 or something. How many seasons were there? I don't seem to remember there being that many seasons. But apparently there's like, I love that show. Oh my god, have you seen all of it? I've seen it all the way through, but I haven't watched it again. And normally I watch things 2 times, you know. I wait a year and then I watch it again. But yeah, I've watched it all the way through once, and I'm watching it again now. And more gas, please. More gas. And this light has a torch. That's actually really powerful. Yeah, it just reminds me how much I love Andy. How much I absolutely love Andy and Ron. My 2 favorite characters of all time. Oh my god, Ron with the huge beard when he's trying to hide away from his ex-wife. He goes to like a cabin in the woods or something. That is hilarious. I wish I watched it for like a month, then stopped and tried to get back into it, but kept forgetting. But yeah, so yeah, if you watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, if you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the actor that plays Ron Swanson actually makes a guest appearance a couple of times in that, in which he still has his very big, thick beard, but he's aged, of course, because that show happens after Parks and Rec, and he's got the Santa thing happening. He's got like it's so nice. Anyway, I can't help it. I'm attracted to Ron Swanson. He's cute. What is his nickname in the jazz club? Is it John Silver or Ron Silvers? I can't remember. But yeah. Yeah, I figured you like April. Another one. Just hoping I don't put my hand in that drawer. Look, another one. All of my lighters have torches. Just so that they're useful, you know. It's always handy to have a torch, a flashlight, Americans, in your pocket. Yeah. And is it me? Am I being incredibly dense? But isn't that actress the same woman as that was in Scott Pilgrim with the censor bar? That is the same woman. I'm not being stupid, am I? but that is the same actress. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, yeah. Not only is there like, yeah, but no, Andy's awesome too, and especially since it's Chris Pratt, because like he's kind of awesome. This one doesn't have a torch. That's weird. He's kind of awesome. Because the actor himself apparently is just awesome. Anyway, he's apparently an incredibly sweet guy. It's impossible to hate him. I've heard. That's just a mini torch. Why is that in my lighters? I get it. It's a little flashlight. It's a really tiny flashlight. It's a really tiny flashlight. Does the battery still work? It didn't explode or anything. Oh, it is working. It's just teeny flashlight. That is her. Awesome. Have you ever watched anime? Which one? Like, who hasn't? I knew there was one more in there, and it's good enough. God, that was bright. This one, yeah. I didn't mean to Kamehameha you. I'm sorry. Yeah. It won't fit in my jar. There we go. Is that all of them? No, I haven't actually checked. I've actually got some cigar cigar matches. They're just really big matches. So I've got really giant matches, and I've got I've got absolutely a tiny torch or flashlight. That's so weird. That's in my emergency. Like I've also got like a first aid kit in that drawer and stuff as well, just in case. Just in my office, but I keep all of the dud lighters in there because so many of them have torches, sorry, flashlights attached to them. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, Parks and Rec. I'm trying to think of other things to talk about in Parks and Rec. But yeah, so Ron Swanson, I absolutely love Ron Swanson, and especially just his attitude in general. But he's got a great laugh. He doesn't look super. He looks weird, but he doesn't look super bad without his mustache, as well, in my opinion. Again, looks kind of weird, but not bad. It's odd, and it's just he's very cute. He's just very sweet and cute. In my opinion. But yeah, I only watch it basically because Andy's incredibly sweet and Ron is cute to me. That's basically the only reason why I watched it in the first place. And occasionally, there always seems to be something to giggle at, always. So yeah. We're the Millers? I don't know. I have no idea. What's the name of the actor? What is the name of the actor? I'll just look up Ron Swanson. Nick Offerman. Yeah, there's a lot more cute pictures on here of him. Yeah, classic bear, typical. Right. Yeah, he was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I was explaining about the Brooklyn Nine-Nine thing. Yeah, he's in Brooklyn Nine-Nine as the ex-lover of the police chiefs. And it's perfect. It is basically this character. He's basically playing Ron Swanson, but as if he was an ex-gay lover to the police chief of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and it's so funny. Was it? Holy shit! He has a dad beard. I said, didn't I say? Didn't I say? He has, he has like the perfect dad. But he has the white patch in his beard. I can't find the thing. What is it called? In We're the Millers. I'm just trying to find the IMDb. Or the Wikipedia. There we go. IMDb. 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 Nick Offerman, American Ham. What? The Good Place. Or was he in The Good Place? Wait a minute. Where's the? Oh, they've changed IMDb. Oh, I hate it when they do that. I have to do the scrolling thing. Right. He was in The Founder. It was A Good Place. It just says Nick Offerman. He was an actor, so I don't know who he was. Good Omens. He was in Good Omens. Really? Bob's Burgers. Actually, I do remember him in Bob's Burgers. Oh, that's mean. Oh, there's an all filmography button. I didn't have to keep clicking on that. Okay. Shut up. He was in Gravity Falls and Sing too. Yeah, I know. He was in The Good Place. I didn't even recognize him. I know that his name is in The Good Place. You know, I know Ron Swanson. The name Ron Swanson is in The Good Place for some reason. But yeah, who is Norman? Um, in Sing. I don't know. I've never watched it on purpose. Um, My Life as a Zucchini. Okay. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Frederick. Right. Yeah, he's awesome. You mean the Apocalypse? The Muppets TV series, 2015. Hotel Transylvania 2. Oh, yes, yes, yes. He's 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 um he's he's the human guy's dad. I recognized him in that. I actually did recognize him in that. God, he's been in some serious shit as well. The Simpsons. Yeah, we're the Millers. I have no idea what this movie is about, so I don't know. Who was he in that then? Don Fitzgerald. Yeah, see, I have no idea what that is. Drunk History. The Cleveland Show. Yeah, that's probably why I haven't seen it. Um, The Men Who Stare at Goats. So for some reason, I actually like that film. I have no idea why I like that film, but The Men Who Stare at Goats. He was in that film. I don't remember him. Oh no, wait, no, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll have to watch that again. He's in Sin City. Miss Congeniality 2. No. Yep, that was him. Yep. I'm just reading somebody's IMDb now. I know this isn't that interesting, but yeah. Monk, really? Deadwood. The King of Queens, he was the man. What? Right, and he started being an actor apparently in 1994. So yeah, The West Wing. Yeah, figures. Okay, enough. He was in King of Queens. I've not seen that much of King of Queens. You know, I kind of don't. I kind of can't stand Kevin Smith's character in that. Is it Kevin Smith? Oh no, it's Kevin. Is it Kevin James? Kevin Smith is somebody else. Who's Kevin Smith? Oh, why don't I just ask IMDb because I've got it. I've got it on my phone right now. Kevin Smith. Yeah, Kevin Smith's the director guy. I thought that was Kevin Smith, but Kevin James. I'm definitely thinking of. Yeah, Kevin James, the actor. Right. Yeah. I could never stand Kevin James. His character. You know. I don't know why, but he wound me up so much. Just that character. It's weird because Kevin James, I actually kind of like Kevin James in other stuff. You know, if anything, I actually like him a lot. In there's a movie where he has a full beard, and yes, it's very superficial. I only like him because he's got a full beard and he looks like a bear and he's kind of sweet. And yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Okay, sue me. But even I hate the Paul Blart films, but not because of him. You know, I kind of like his character in it. I kind of like the chubby security guard kind of character. That's fine. But his character in King of Queens, I fucking hate. He's so selfish, so annoying, kind of just winds me up. Do you know who I really like in King of Queens? Who I actually have had a fantasy about? Fucking Deacon. It is Deacon. Yeah. I had a weird fantasy where him and Patton Oswalt's character kind of got together somehow. Um, just a random thought, nothing behind it. Just was like, yeah, I kind of want to see them two together. That would have been cool. You know? But yeah, Kevin James's character just did nothing for me. In just an enjoying of the show kind of thing. But yeah, plus, oh my god, I couldn't stand the old guy. The is it her dad? I think it's her dad. I couldn't stand him. Like, I really I couldn't stand him. That yeah, just oh my. Mm, it's such a shame because like he and the grandfather guy, the dad character, are in it every single episode. It's like, but they're the two people I don't like about the show. You know, I don't give a shit about them. I care about all of the other side characters. The other side characters I really enjoy a lot. But yeah, I watched a season of King of Queens just because my brother really liked it, and it was on early morning TV as well. So I kind of couldn't get away from it. So yeah, I've seen like a year of King of Queens. I've seen a season of King of Queens. So I don't know anything that happens besides these. I know that I like these specific characters. I think it was a later season as well. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. But like I said, just the dad was in every single one, and I just, yeah, it drove me crazy. I know you like the Zookeeper. I've not seen the Zookeeper, so yeah. Do you like Mike and Molly? Again, I've only seen a few episodes of that because that's when I stopped watching TV. Like when that started. That's about the cop and the teacher, right? And the joke is that they're fat, right? The cop and the teacher, right? Um, yeah. Um, yeah. I've always liked him. I always liked him. I did like that show. That wasn't that bad a show. That was kind of funny. But the gag did seem to be they seem to have used up like from the 2 or 3 episodes that I've ever seen of that show. The gag is they're fat, and they have kind of run out of material after that. After a little while, it kind of became a thing that by the 3rd episode I was just like, well, they are actually reusing jokes now. Like I can hear it. I've heard this one before. So yeah. Um. Wait a minute. Who played the teacher? I'm not looking at the screen because I've got a feeling I know. It is Melissa McCarthy. I was like, oh my god, yeah. Thanks. Do you ever watch Nutty Professor? Do you ever watch like it's a show? What is it a show? I don't. I hope it isn't a show. I know of the films. Yeah. That lady is so funny. Okay. Have you seen Ghostbusters on purpose? I won't watch it on principle because I don't think it didn't look funny. Yeah, she kind of she kind of lost all of her funny card. Her funny card. Yeah, she kind of dropped her funny card when she went on and did that. Yeah, The Heat. I think I've seen that. Is that the spy one, where she's an analyst or something? Um, it's a movie in the 1996. Yeah, I've seen it. That was also super lame, like incredibly super lame. I just want to turn this off and watch more Parks and Recreation. I'm sorry, guys. It's the cop one. Oh no, I haven't seen that one. I've seen the spy one. I can't remember what that one's called. I think it's just called Spy. I don't know, but yeah. Hi, nice guy. Night Professor wasn't that good, honestly. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Yeah. I do. I will admit that the idea if if it wasn't Eddie Murphy, because I'm not a fan of Eddie Murphy, but if it wasn't Eddie Murphy, then the not grandpa, is it the dad or the? It's not the grandpa clump, but it's the dad clump. I don't know. Yeah, it's the dad clump. Was almost was kind of cute to me. I kind of thought he was a little bit. I don't know. But it's Eddie Murphy in makeup, so it's like it kind of ruins that for me. But yeah, there was a guy. There was an actor that kind of almost looked like that a little bit, and I can't find him in anything anymore. I know he's probably dead because the things I saw him from were usually in the 90s. So yeah, but there is a overly heavyset older black actor from the with a very he had a very round tummy from like the 90s, and he seemed to be in a lot of stuff from the 90s, and then he kind of disappeared from acting, and again I got a feeling he might have deaded, but yeah, I could never find him whenever I tried to do like searching for him and stuff. And by the way, just want to say this, I had a legitimate reason for tracking him down once, and I did some actual serious research and stuff, but I could never remember exactly what movies he was in, so I couldn't find him. It was really annoying. The legitimate reason was I needed to draw somebody with that kind of figure. For something. I can't remember what it was, but yeah. Nice guy says Airplane. Of course, everyone's seen Airplane. Any Mel Brooks films? I've seen Mel Brooks films. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of them. I can't stand Mel Brooks. I don't mind some of his movies, but Mel Brooks himself, I fucking hate. I don't know. I just I think it's because I basically there was like he did an interview. I think you can find it online somewhere if you look up like Mel Brooks kind of Mel Brooks meltdown or something like that, radio meltdown, where he did a radio interview with somebody, and it just I don't know if he was just having a bad day or whatever, but I don't know why, but it just like ever since then I kind of like I fucking hate him. It was just like he kind of just was up his own ass a lot. And it's like, and the annoying thing is that a lot of the things that he said, he was kind of right, but it wasn't because nobody else was making comedy movies. It was because for some reason, like people kept giving him money to make these comedy movies. So then he would make a comedy movie and it'd be a big success and stuff like that because he had lots of money and like talented actors and actual comics and stuff to do them and things. And then whenever anybody else did, they were like, "Oh, is it a Mel Brooks film?" And the studio would be like that, and then they would be like, "No, we're writing it." It's like, then you don't get any money. And it's like, oh. So yeah, of course he had great success, but he was basically talking on the radio to this doing the radio interview about how he was this genius because nobody else how he was this comic genius because nobody else could make these movies. They're never a success. Only my movies are successful when they do the comedy, But if you look at all of these movies, they kind of suck, and it's like, yeah, they're not big budget Hollywood comedy entertainment films. Oh my god, that's a very well constructed spiderweb. Just on my desk, just there. Oh, it's made by a teeny spider. I can't get rid of it. Great. Anyway, yeah, it kind of was like, oh, okay, this guy's up his own ass. Yeah. It drives me crazy that people can be that up their own butts. So yeah. But his movies themselves, when ignoring him in them, awesome. I recently watched Men in Tights for the first time in like 10 years or something, and I thought it was funny. I laughed at the same things that I laughed at 10 years ago, and it's not bad. I'm trying to think of a single joke from that, but I can't. I've got nothing. Anyway, how do you feel about Fashion Love, the actor? Is that Phase on Love? It looks like Fashion Love for some reason. Am I confused? Am I just reading this wrong? I'm sorry. Yeah, see, that's not that funny. So I keep mixing up scenes between The Princess Bride and the Men in Tights film. I did like of course I like the musical numbers. The random musical numbers are hilarious. But yeah, are we doing puns again? Princess? Isn't that what I said? Didn't I say Princess Bride? I'm pretty sure that's what I said. Anyway, Princess Bride is it's okay. I don't know why everyone says that that's an amazing movie, but because it's incredibly quotable. I think that's what it is. It's incredibly quotable. I'll admit that I have used some of the quotes, but it's kind of like I'm over it. ROUSs, rodents of unusual size. I don't believe they exist. So I just had that in my head just now. I was trying to think of other less well-known quotes, but yeah, all I got is Andre and the Giant being caught on fire. I will not say such things if I were you. I don't know. It's annoying. I'm crashing a long work day and long bike ride. My legs and body is tired. Okay. Well, I'm going to go soon anyway. So if you want to hang around just for the last bit, then oh yeah, I would have gone. I was supposed to go like 3 minutes ago. But yeah. Well, Jeffrey never showed up. That was something. But yeah, well, now you know some of my movie preferences, I guess. Was Mel Brooks in Airplane? I don't remember him being in Airplane. I think that's why I like Airplane. I actually like Airplane. I love the tannoid speaking happening, the fight that happens between the people and the tannoid thing, because I watched it when I was fairly young, not when I was like a kid. He helped write it. Okay, well, not when I was a kid, but when I basically, was like was a teenager or something. Um, and yeah, I remember watching it like a lot, and then I watched it when I was in my 20s, like 25 or something, and I don't know what it was, but I recognized every single joke from last time, except for the tannoid thing. It was like that wasn't on my earlier copy of this movie. I don't know what it was, but the tannoid, the arguing, the white zone is for loading and unloading. You know, don't don't go on about that red zone shit again, Carol. I don't know why. But it was just so funny to me, and it still does remain funny to me for some reason. But yeah. Any last words before I leave? Um, Johnny in Airplane is the best. There's a sow at Penny's. What? Oh, do you mean the? Yeah, I know who you mean. John Alex says, "Make human balloon continues, guy." Fuck you, Alex. Don't tell me what to do. If so, can you wear black tank shirt tomorrow? What the fuck, dude? Clothing requests? I'm gonna wear this. Well, we ended on a low note. You kind of just revoked the belly rubs and belly salute privileges. I think I'm just gonna go. Unless somebody nice asks for them, I'm not gonna do them. And I'm going to slowly hover over the end broadcast button. So, yeah. I'm on it. I'm clicking it. I have to confirm that I want to end the broadcast. So, yeah. Well, okay, I'll do it for you, nice guy. But, yeah. All the arseholes, kindly fuck off, look away, whatever. But, yeah. Belly rubs and belly salute. And I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not doing an art stream tomorrow. Ow. Ooh. The chair makes squeaky noise. Yeah, I'm not doing an art stream tomorrow, but I am doing I'm doing a something. I might even do a crafty thing tomorrow. I don't know. It is Fitness Friday, but I'm not entirely sure I want to broadcast my failing to basically lift these weights, because I've basically got new weights that are very, very heavy, and it's a little bit embarrassing when I can't actually get them in the air, to do the simulated bench pressing and stuff. I'm trying to think of what the weights are. 5 kilograms, so that's 10, so that's 20. Along with 2.5, so that's another 5, so it's 15, so that's 30. And it's 1.25 times 2, that's 2.5. No, yeah. See, weird math. but basically a bunch of the all of the weights at once. I'm trying to get my strength back, so I'm trying to get that to basically to myself to be able to lift that regularly. Let me just do this math. I think it's 50 kilograms. I think it's 50 kilograms. So basically, like the total of all the weights put together when they're on two hand dumbbells, because you can put the weights on them. I think it equals to somewhere around about 50 kilograms or something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to recheck my math. It's probably not that. It's probably like 45 or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I might not do a Fitness Friday purely because I don't want to show that on camera, me basically hurting myself because I accidentally dropped a 25 kilogram dumbbell on my foot or something. It's a weirdly embarrassing, okay, guys? There's a reason why that you're not allowed cameras in the gym. Anyway. Bye.